Is there any kind of things in relation to our obstacle or a, armament in relation to our weekly infant of program and to supplement the poly R insult and lysis of knits and stuff? I don't know. So in that way, how do we obstacle our own law in relation to trees by trees, and Palasi will work out the puzzle in relation to our own creative soul. So in relation to our own creative soul, does it help us, will it help us to motivate us to identify where we will go and not to go to street sign our own creativity? Even so, we are not an artist or a programmer, we're just a normal worker. So in that way, since we're just a normal worker, by Judith Andre, the percussion of the velocity is based upon our own quantum of content and writing. Similar, isn't it? I'm not good at writing, but hey, no. We all do in relation to, So anyway, anything else? Development of the third amount of aura is a pointer in relation to our separator and to delay the next pernixison of Unix in relation to our terminator. So I've been with Hasta la vista, baby, a long time. When I was young, hasta la vista, baby. So in that way, the I show is our liability of our annual leave, because our annual leave is that our deflection of 10% GST is what? Well, I know all the other country has a different tax, but because I grew up in Australia for so long, I only know 10%. So I hope that you guys like what I do, and in your way, you have your own tax. So in that, oh my god, I look so baby cute. So in that way, oh, I think I put some makeup on. No, it's just lights. So anyway, our assets and liability is based upon our own influence of knowing our finance is a fourth round to AFL and to income, our productive stock market, and to restore our own monthly fee of mortgage, and to tax them, the agency in relation to our own business tax, and to develop the next fifth economy in relation to our store, and to nasonate our own movie maker by George Clooney, and to income the productive of fees. No. Well, my mom is very good at maths in relation to better than me, because my mom born me being a homosexual. But Philadelphia, the discount price of SYT by the Indian guy and one of the ancient key. Would you like to say some? I don't bloody know where I left it. Oh yeah, I do. So in that way, that key, it's out. So anyway, I like cheap things. I like eating rotten food. Who cares? So anyway, in relation to being melee of neutral, our telegraph is that our radio station will wave into our satellite to be supportive in the rocket vehicle, because the rocket vehicle will megaton the hertz in relation to store and develop the radio wave. Within the radio wave and our brain wave, what is the next wave in relation to Discorona, the heritage of art gallery and fabric storeholder by artists and to income their own overdrawn amount? Mum used to do it. I used to do it. Overdrawn amount? Or withdrawn? No, overdrawn. Oh, I don't remember. So in that way, the conflict of overdrawn in relation to disability, then, oh, it's Westpac, my business account. I overdrawn. Oh, yeah, it works. But I'm not with Westpac anymore. I just use normal stuff. Isn't my mum lucky? Because when I was so young, she started me with that bloody Commonwealth Bank. And I remember the passcode. Remember the passcode? Yes. This is when I was so young. Jesus. Anyway. $4. Rolex. Encryption. Validation 29. Encryption. Oh. Oh, well. Oh, there you go, Buddha. The main Buddha. Oh, did it? Oh. It's beautiful. Yeah, it does move. Oh. So, encryption. Um, Defense immunity. Encryption. Work path. Care. Div. Deploy. Exhaust. Let's spell exhaust. Tester. GM 56 DIT 381 Pizzle. Wa showcase. The development of showcase in relation to the textiling. The percentages of the textiling. The percentages of the textiling is based upon our Sansan data, because based upon our Sansan data, we will review the next supporter in relation to our accountant and our stocker. So in that way, the prism is the partisan of Balaksan, Prixen data. Holder, refreshment. Door, ga. TM, trademark. Oops, wrong one. Don't worry. GM, window shopper. Pa, pixel, oil, meg, jot, day, night. So in this way, the correct shar of the next television, the Monofonsan, will actually be reworking itself into the compliance of its own network, and also to indicate where has it been in relation to the next development. Because in this way, the overclock excitant of the computer system will anti-I the withdrawal. So in that way, the next pause is based out. The next pause is then with a base is a negani in relation to our own valuation of television and our solar energizer. So stock market, sun, DD, key, X, I, 10, 1, D, F, C, B, 3, 2, 9, 1, 6, 5, 10, 1, 11, or S2, whip, access, thunderbolt. The key encryption is based upon our own dottY. Greed. So the key encryption is that Antigone will actually be revolver in relation to access point and to dottY, our Ethernet, in relation to our own LAN and to Kokono, the law. So in this way, the key access will actually be very known in relation to our availability and also to compile the next encode codecs. And in that way, the MP35 and the MP31 is a consequence of the access point to develop the table tree and to develop the next MNN. So the third party will signal the key access in relation to our performance of work and also to distort the availability of their own light below. So in that way, Rome, the weakening is the negation of illegal. So in that way, Galosino, the encryption is interesting. So Krypton C10 1 4 6 1 10 8 D6 1 12 whip 4 3 2 1 10 8 5 1 6 4 10 4 Sun. Developer Sector 3 de l'Occidental Pension. So the next encryptor will actually be marked in relation to our USB driver by the Unix system and also to and from the Windows version 2 floor and Windows 5.8 in relation to development of the text alone. So div is 3 to 8 and 2 to 1 and div is 2 to 6 and 4 to 3 and div is 3 to 6 and 4 to 1 syntax and also development of US5 in relation to C534 and 2136 transition border. So border. So in that way, the next developer of the textiling is based upon our Avari and to position ourselves into its own liability and to assets the confluence of different. So the validation of that work is the plexon of law and to insist the technology of data and to position ourselves into the Naganai. So government, based upon your budget program, we will develop next endishing in relation to television and to Gadia, the series of supporter and to develop the next MNI. And in that way, the next MNI is based upon our sender and also to reposition ourselves in 36, 51, 42 and 24, 42, 10% interest and Gadia, the tax agency, ATO. So our civil rights in relation to ATO, the third amount of technology will sanction in a blocker and to send the function of working visa. And in so, working visa will implement the next de facto. And in so, our spawn, the nogonum of our commitment, will share into a psychopath and to position ourselves into our PC gamers and to understand the disavailability. And in so, the 39, 58 and 21 is a rotten food in relation to our lethera and to position ourselves into our aura and to position into our recession. So, and recession. How's my recession? Santa, Diva, drop, 9%, 6%, 3, 2, 1. Inside, div, 6, 3, 2, set. So in this way, the next ultrasound based upon our birth tissue is a insult of knowing how to reincarnate our own employer, because in that way a job is just a job, but our shoplifters will lose their reconnect, because the recession will not bankrupt but drill our own herbs. So in that way, things will help us in our economy, but based upon our economy, later on our session card will actually be distilled in relation to discounting the maximum number of technical lay, because based upon the recession, our money is so burned. It happened in the past, did it not? So in that way, our card will be stored or torrent in an account to backfire our bankruptcy and to work out Vietnam. So in that way, with our recession, we all make it